Good morning, everyone. I'm hoping all of you can see me. I am live streaming to Rumble and YouTube same time. Hopefully it's all working out, but it is June 18th. We're just moving right along here. So I hope you guys are feeling good. There's a lot of positive energy shifting in. We've got that Capricorn full moon coming up as well. So yeah, this week is going to be very powerful, transformative. Also, there's a lot of closure and release for certain things that have gone on. So think back to like 6 months ago and what were you going through during that time? There might be closure with something. If you're manifesting something to come in, it could be the fruition of that, but also it's a release. So it's mostly that release to outcome, detachment. And when we have detachment, that's when the resistance is gone, and that's when things do come to fruition. So look back to whatever you guys were doing about 6 months ago, things that you were, intentions you were setting at that time. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are tying in with this Capricorn full moon. Then we have another Capricorn moon after that. So pretty cool. We got the new moon after it. So very interesting. I like it. And Tuesday ruled by Mars, so there's some Aries energy today. So for those of you that are fire signs, you're going to feel, well, all of us, but fire signs especially, are going to feel like a get it done type of attitude today. A lot of action for Tuesdays. How's everyone in the chat? I see some positivity out there. There was a comment I loved from Ricky Green. I'm going to put it up on the screen. So before I turned live on here, I saw your comment. I love that you're throwing this out into the chat. He says, he's talking to Lori C, but he says, the way I understand it, the energy I send out bounces back at me. So I only want to send out healing, positive energy and thoughts into the earth. So when it bounces back, I receive good. Perfectly said there, Ricky Green, for sure. So true. The energy that we put out into the universe is what the universe gives us back. That also goes along with everything, our intentions, our manifestation, everything. Whatever energy you're putting out there, it's going to bounce back. So it's a good reminder, it came to my mind, to remind us all about detachment to the outcome. Don't focus all the energy about something with your outcome or what's going to happen here, because that'll create resistance, and then you won't really get what you're seeking, what you're manifesting. So that's another way about energy as well. So we don't want to be in a lack energy or lack mentality or old programming, because it will manifest and the energy is delivered right back to you. So not only that, but the attitude here, Ricky Green, you're right on point. That attitude of healing, positive energy, the love frequency, very good. The more we throw that out there, even if it's someone that's projecting at us or being very negative, remember that if they're projecting something or attacking you or a projection of any sort like that, negativity, it's because there's something going on with them. So we want to send them that healing, loving energy. A lot of times, if you're, of all of us here in the chat, or you wouldn't be here if you weren't spiritual, but the light will trigger the dark within someone too. So we're not always accepted, right? We'll walk into a room or a party or something, and not everyone's gonna like you. We're all different flavors, right? So not everyone's gonna like us. But I feel like the lighter you are, the more you light up a room, or just your energy is very positive. It's going to have that effect on individuals that still have some work to do, because they're not going to really like you. They're not going to take to you, accept you, cheer for you. So that's just something else I threw in there, but it's very true. Whatever's coming through is what I'm talking about here. And since I have them in my hand, I'm going to pull an angel oracle card for us to start off the show. Since this is morning mindset, we want to start off in a great mindset, great reminders. So let's take a look. Let's see, what is the message from, these are Arnie Layton's beautiful deck of cards. He has a lot of deck of cards, but take a look. If he's in the chat, he can throw his link in there. But here we go. Let's see, what do we need to hear today from the oracles? Here we go. Ooh, I love this. So it says star, and it has a beautiful like unicorn. I'm going to put it in this side so you guys can see it. It's really pretty, as you can see. So we're going to read this one. Star, follow your dreams and wishes to fruition. Inner power. Isn't this crazy? This is what we were just kind of talking about. It really resonates. So follow your dreams and wishes to fruition, inner power. So yeah, never give up on the intentions that you set. Keep imagining it, pulling it in. Yep. Amazing. We have the power. We are the power. We are very magical. And that's what they tried to wipe away from us so we wouldn't realize that. Beautiful card. Love it. We're also going to pull for today. Before we get into today's message with the tarot, we have a few questions as well that I pulled from emails. But I want to go over to Instagram, and I forgot to pull it up real quick. So on Instagram over there, so this is funny stuff. We're going to go over there in just a second. I just forgot to put it up. So it was yesterday evening. They're trying to say that all these little videos of Biden tripping, falling, pooping his pants, crouching, they're trying to say that all of that's fake and manipulated. So I want to play this. This is funny. I want to play this. Some of you might have already seen it, but it's hilarious. Here we go.
Fakes actually attack the president for thanking troops. That is what they're attacking the president for. Both in Normandy, this happened, and again in Italy. And I think that it tells you everything that we need to know about how desperate Republicans are here. And instead of talking about the president's performance in office, and what I mean by that is his legislative wins, what he's been able to do for the American people across the country, we're seeing these deep fakes, these manipulated videos. And it is, again, done in bad faith.
Wow. Definitely not manipulated videos. This is real stuff. He's a joke. He's a fake. So let me go. Hold on. I want to go back and play one.
Ironically,
It's ridiculous. But everything that lady's ever said is ridiculous. So not really surprised. But here's one from the other day.
And guess what? It's growing. The economy's growing. People doing better. We have the lowest unemployment rate in 50 years. We have more people. We've had over 15 million people brand new hired into the workforce. You know, my son says we all have various short-term descriptions for your jobs, for what you accomplished. You should say Joe Jobs.
Oh my gosh, just wild. And then if you've noticed recently, and I think it's all fun and it's great, the Visiting Angels videos, you can find those on Donald Trump on his Instagram. And speaking of our president, our real president, he's going to be in Wisconsin. So I want to share screen. So for those of you, I know we have a lot of Soul Tribers out there in Wisconsin. And also, it looks like they're going to live stream it so we can watch it. Well, they always do, but we can watch it tomorrow. It looks like it's at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Not going to miss that one. So that's his campaign event in Wisconsin. So for all of you guys out there, that's awesome. He's coming to your town out there. But yeah, we want to support him. Take a listen. Also, DonaldJTrump.com if you guys want to support him as well. But yeah, awesome. We love him. Not much else to share regarding our President Donald J. Trump, except we are anticipating him to just hurry up and come back. And the 27th is still that scheduled debate. Will it be a real debate? Probably not. It's probably going to be something different. It's going to be funny. I know that. Also, so we're going to do a few questions that came through the email right here. So I'm going to pull it up here. So news blurb, and I'm not really sure where news blurb is exactly, but this is where a lot of information is being thrown out there. So we're going to ask the cards, and we're going to ask them if this is accurate information. News blurb says Monday, U.S. ambassador to UN was arrested for treason by the Marines. All 50 states' detention facilities are being secretly built. Truth or fiction? So there's two questions there. So number one, let's start with the first one. Was there an arrest of the U.S. ambassador to UN on Monday? Was that arrest for real? Did that really happen? Was there this arrest for treason by the Marines? Here we go. Yes or no? We have the Queen of Wands coming through, so hopefully you guys could see her, but there she is. And also we have the Five of Pentacles. So I do believe it's a yes. I do believe that's a yes, so that is true. So where you found that information, and I know that the person who sent this in does not want me to say their name, but yes, the information is accurate. That is a huge yes. Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Now, the second question, all 50 states detention facilities, are they being secretly built? Here we go. Yes or no? All right, we got the little Page of Pentacles guy, and we're also getting the Chariot, so that is also true. And no reversals. I haven't had any reversals for a while. And what I do when I have a deck, I flip half of them over and half of them upright to get accurate, yes or no questions. But they're coming up upright, so that is a yes. So there you go. It is true. Any other questions out there? If this sparked any questions on your part, go ahead and throw them in the chat. Allison Goodwin, yes, the bad guys are going to go in detention, not the masses. I agree with that as well. Let's see what else is out there. Thanks for being here this morning. I saw you yesterday for a personal reading. It was fun. Let's see. Diane Alexander, question. They're putting fencing up all around the Supreme Court. Will they announce overturning of the 2020? I have to be careful. Contest. Okay. Yeah, we can't say that on YouTube still. Isn't that dumb? All right. Anyways, so let's see. The fencing up around the Supreme Court. Will they announce the overturn of that older contest? Yes or no? Here we go. Nine of Pentacles and the Moon card. So yes, and also the lies, the deceit, the trickery, that's going to be revealed. So yeah, all the dark ways, because it's been like this for years, for decades. So yes, that's a big yes. That's going to be exciting to see. I'm going to remove that and take that down just in case YouTube wants to be a jerk. Go back to your comments here in the chat. Let's see what else is out there. I see a lot of your comments. Thank you guys for your support as well. Let's see what else is out there. If you guys have any questions, throw them out there. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to poll for the day. We're going to find out what is the message for today, for June 18th, for the collective. So whether you're watching it now or watching it later, let's see what is the message that we all need to know today. What is the spiritual message for the people that we all need to know today? Here we go. Wow, we like this card. So this is the new version, my version of the Death card. I call it Transformation. So notice that the flowers in my illustration are not dead. All right, so they're actually full in bloom. It's just darker lighting down there. But it's a very transitional, transformative card. So let's see where this goes. We have the Eight of Cups. So how fitting. So transformation, I feel like Spirit is reminding us to leave everything in the past. So don't keep sorting through the past, or maybe if someone treated you a certain way, don't keep rehashing it. Don't replay. Don't have that on instant replay in your mind. Because when you're doing that, you're actually allowing, and I feel like it is an energy of like a person that's maybe betrayed someone or something. When we do that, we're allowing them rent free in our heart, in our soul, and they're using space. So no, we need to let that go. Whatever is in the past, stop having that on instant replay. I don't know. This is just coming to me. So let's see what else comes through. Wow. All right. So talking about letting it go. So the Five of Cups. The base meaning for this in all of tarot usually is about letting go. And in my deck as well, that's a base meaning, but what comes to you intuitively, what your download is the true meaning. So as I'm feeling this out, Spirit's trying to remind us to stop having instant replay on old things that hurt us and someone was projecting. So let that go. We've grown a lot stronger from that. That's old stuff, old behavior, old programming. So 5 of Cups, my 5 of Cups, and what I'm feeling with this card right now is about just really enjoying the moment that you're in, but also not only enjoying the moment that we're in, but everything that we have, everyone that we have in our lives, and thinking back to like when you're really in a state of love, frequency, and bliss. Now, think back to a memory of when you felt like you were in bliss and in love and happiness, right? Were you really thinking of anything in that moment? Like, here's an example, and it's not even a memory of my own, but there's an example of like someone really in love with someone, and they're like looking in each other's eyes on the beach, right? They're so happy. They're so in love. They have so much bliss. But are you truly thinking of anything at that time? Not really, right? You're just in the moment. You're enjoying that moment. So that's just an example. It didn't really happen. So it's just, you're in that energy. You're in that moment, and you're enjoying it, and you're not taking it for granted. So my 5 of Cups is a lot about not taking things for granted, really enjoying what you have and who you have in your life. So I think Spirit's trying to remind us to stop having instant replay of old things that hurt us, because it's the past and we've grown. We're not even the same person. So whatever that person's projecting on you is not accurate. They've got their own issues. They need to go. So that's one message here. But this is also about enjoying the moment, treasuring those moments with the loved ones, or even by yourself. When you're by yourself and you're finally comfortable and happy with just being by yourself, that's you discovering love within and happiness and being solo. There's nothing wrong with being by yourself. And I know there's a lot of you out there because you come to my readings and we talk about this, but there's nothing wrong about being with yourself. It's a very strong position to be in. And you learn that you don't need and you don't necessarily want to have that lack mentality. When you're in a need or a want, when we even use those words, that's a needy energy that's going to create resistance, and then you won't manifest a person to come in, right? Because it's kind of keeping everything at bay, keeping it aside there. Too much energy. It's like, whoa, law of attraction. The universe only feeds you what you're feeding the universe. So if you're chasing, then the universe is going to be like, all right, she likes to chase. We're going to give her more of that. She likes to do that. We're going to give her more chase behavior, needy behavior. She likes it. No, actually, no. So we don't want to stay in that frequency of that lack mentality. It's old. That's old programming. That's what they wanted us to do. That's what they trained us through school, society as well. Have the White House with the picket fence and the family and all of that. Yes, it's beautiful and it's amazing to have, but it's not that you have to have that or you will not be happy. That is not true. That is false. That is old, false programming. So I think Spirit wants us to remember that. Detach from outcomes. Stop replaying the past. Let go of those energies of anyone that projected negatively on you, because that's their own problem. So this is huge. This is about all letting go. And then look, 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is what you will be in. You'll be in an 8 of Swords position if you continue to rehash the past and not walk away and not let go of those old energies or people or whatever it may be. We don't want to be in the 8 of Swords. Now, she can clearly get out of this. In all 8 of Swords tarot, she can always break free, but she keeps herself there. She's comfortable in that, that energy, because that's all she's really known. She's never really broke free from it. So that's a psychology thing. She lets it keep playing in her mind and she's staying stagnant. And this could be resonating towards a job. Maybe you're still stuck in a job that you could very well get out of it and go a different path, but there's a little bit of fear there. Just like a relationship, there's a lot of fear for individuals because they have fear of maybe financials, but ultimately, we are all very strong and we can break free from situations. We can all hold our own. We don't rely on anyone or anything. We all can hold our own. And that's one of the biggest lessons in this life. And the universe will keep throwing tests at you and challenges at times, right? Those challenges, though, teach us our strength. If we don't learn our strength, then we're never going to grow. We'll stay in the Eight of Swords position. Victim mentality. Now, one just popped out. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. So we can't ignore him because he just kind of popped out. So Eight of Pentacles. This is about, I feel, the symbolism of us working towards our dreams and really working on the vision and holding that. Hold that vision. Hold that imagination of yours. That's where the magic is. Our imagination brings everything to fruition. Our energy, our love, our frequency. You put all that energy and love and frequency in your imagination and you play it out and you feel it, you will have it. You're not pushing it away. You're not creating resistance, but you're in the feeling that it already exists. And that's where the magic is in all of us. And wow, look at the sage is really taking off as I'm speaking. I don't know why, but the smoke is really, it definitely kicked up higher. That's crazy as I was talking. But anyway, but that's where the magic is. It's in our imaginations. It's what we pull in. If you're already in that feeling of it already exists, then you're going to have it. There's no doubt, 100%. For sure. But anyway, so my sage is like burning like crazy. That's just weird. I only lit one. Anyways, so we're going to move forward, but that was the message, I think, from Spirit before the sage distracted me. But that was the message that I was getting that was coming through pretty heavy right there. But anyways, let's move forward. I'm going to look in the chat. Yeah, the fire alarm. I forgot about that. Let me turn off the camera real quick, and I'm going to go open my slider because you're correct. The smoke alarm will probably go off. So hold on one second. All right, guys, I'm back, but I had to open the door because thank you guys for reminding me the smoke alarm would go off. It's very smoky in here, but I find it weird that it just started burning even faster as we were, channeling that information. So there you go. That's pretty powerful. But anyways, let's look in the chat. I want to see what you guys have in there. Here's one from Joanne. Whoops. Raven's Wings 33. We'll do yours first. I just clicked on it on accident. But let's see. Are the military age men that came across the southern border actually with the white hat military? That's a good question. So let's see. Are the military age men that came across the southern border actually with the white hat military? Yes or no? So we do have the Strength card, Leo energy. It's a very strong fire energy. Then we got the Knight of Swords. It does represent military as well. So yes. So that is true. I saw another question here. It was by, let's see, Joanne Stoddard. Do you know what the timeline is for the Supreme Court justices to make that announcement on the contest? Let's take a look. Let's see. So what we're going to do, let me clear the cards here. I'm going to reshuffle. We're going to ask for zodiac time frame season. Zodiac time frame season. Timeline for the Supreme Court justices to make that announcement on the contest. Here we go. Three of Pentacles, so there's Earth energy. We're just looking for a timeline right now. So we're going to be looking at the elements that Spirit wants to give us right now. We also have air coming through, 4 of swords. Oh, wow. It doesn't want to tell us. It's giving us water and air. Water, air, and earth. All right. So it's not giving us any fire at the moment, but it's giving us earth and air. All right. So we have Virgo coming in the later months. We have Virgo, and then we also have Libra coming up in the, later on as well. So let me ask, is it during Virgo season, the start of this? Let's see. 5 of Cups, water. Wow, Scorpio? Scorpio, yes or no? 4 of Pentacles, which is a form of holding back. So I do think it's probably between Virgo and Scorpio, somewhere in there. Time and tarot, they don't really like each other because time doesn't really exist. But with all this earth energy, the next earth that we're going to have is the Virgo. So Virgo, I feel Scorpio with that water, Libra coming through with that air. So somewhere around that part of the year is what we're getting right now. But we'll keep checking. We'll check back on that, as time goes on. Let's see. Larry Hansen, never regret your footsteps in life. Just think of it as a learning curve. And that footstep will forever be an imprint in time. That is so true. That's beautiful. Beautifully said. That I don't know if you came up with that, but that's really beautiful. Love it. Let's see. This is interesting. I think so, but I don't think I've asked the cards this. So let's take a look. So the blood-sucking insects such as mosquitoes and those other things out there, which hopefully none of them come through the cider since it's open. Let's see. Are they made in the labs? And I wonder if they're still making them. So here we go. Yes or no, are they made in the labs? The Hierophant. So yes, and that would show us that it's been for decades, for a long, long, long time. So since back in the day. Then we have the 7 of Cups. So multiple breeds, multiple types. Yes, and then they overbreed them. 5 of Wands, so definitely. Now, are they still doing this? Is this still an operation? Is this still going? 7 of Pentacles is a past energy. 6 of Swords, so no. I don't think that they're still making them. I don't think that the Dark Cabal Labs are still making them. Because this is a past with the 7 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords is moving into the light, getting past the worst and moving towards the positive. So I don't think they're doing it anymore. I really don't. But great question. I've wondered that myself. Scary. I don't like bugs. No. Let's see what else is out there. New comments. Allison Goodwin. She actually met a guy who's in the AI mosquito business. Thinks it's the best way to sterilize mosquitoes. Oh, you guys are talking about how to sterilize them. I saw a little recipe in here. Is it cinnamon vinegar, just soap, and it works wonders? That's cool. I haven't tried that. I try eucalyptus all the time, or the organic citronella. I have that. But they still bite. They still like to bite me. It sucks. But I'll try that one for sure. Let's see. Mary Jean, you like spiders? Yikes. Well, I mean, they make some pretty cool webs. I'll give them that. I don't really like spiders, though. That's kind of, you never know. There's some, actually, I've heard that if some spiders are actually a good, omen. Some of them. So they're not all bad, I guess, right? They're just scary looking. But anyways, I don't think I have any more questions in the chat, and that's okay. Or do I see one? Timeline soon for the return of our President Donald Trump. I know. So this question, we've asked the cards so many times. So let's just do it again and just see what it says. Will he return before November? How about that? Let's start there. And then if we'll see what we get and then we'll move forward. Will he return before November 2024? Yes or no? I don't even have to tell you guys, but that's a no. Darn. But I want it to be a yes. But I'm not going to, there you go. It's a no. So let's see. Really? That sucks. That actually just kind of dampened my mood. Let's see what else we get. Just extra information. Here we go. Why? How about why? Knight of Wands. The Star card. So there's a rebirth. There's action for rebirth. So there's just more things that need to be uncovered and more things to go through. They have their own game plan. So even though and again, hey, I was preaching it earlier. We really want Trump to come back. But to really want something is kind of pushing it away. So there's a lot of things that need to happen in order, for him to return. So there's a lot of rebirth activity, which we know. We know about the whole financial thing that all has to hit, ground zero and be rebuilt. Then there's the medical industry that needs to be rebuilt too. Then there's, the crime, the injustice of the whole system, the court system. So there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that needs to go down. So that's probably why it gave us a no, and then it's giving us rebirth and fire energy. So, but anyways, I like this question, Tammy. I think so, but let's ask, will Baron Trump step forward in some way? Let's take a look. He's a powerhouse. He's got an important role of something. Let's see what the cards are going to show. Yeah, because he's a very old soul. He's getting that Hierophant, which we know this. All right, so this is one of the newer cards. All right, so I feel he is galactic. I've always felt that, and his mom too. They're very galactic. But he's very powerful here. His wisdom is already playing a role. But let's see about him taking action. Is he going to step forward this year to take action? Eight of Pentacles. He's already working behind the scenes on a lot of things. Two of Wands. It's in the future, Two of Wands, but I feel like it's not too far away. But he will. And then there's that completion, 10 of Wands. He's very well protected. So I feel like right now he can't step forward, but he's already doing it behind the scenes. He's already he makes a lot of moves behind the scenes, but I think it's his wisdom. It's he's very smart. So I think that that's what he does behind the scenes. He helps with certain operations behind the scenes. But very interesting, and I can't wait to see when we finally see him actually come forward in a position or a role. But for now, it's more behind the scenes. He's a genius behind the scenes. Interesting. Let's see this one. Info Prism. Do the bad guys still have clones of Biden ready to go? Let's see. Man, whatever they're scouting around out there is just hilarious. Let's take a look. Two of Pentacles. It is giving us the number 2. We have the Ace of Cups. So I think that the clones still exist. But let me ask, because that's a yes. So they do still exist. Now, are they controlled by the good guys? Are these clones of Biden controlled by the good guys? Here we go. Knight of Swords. The High Priestess. So I do feel that, yes, they still exist. Yes, there's clones of him, but he is in control. They're controlling him. The good guys are controlling him and humiliating him. And it's funny. And that's what they're doing. They're taking action. The good guys are full control is what I have here for sure. Let's see what else is out here. Yep, Allison, I agreed. We just saw that. Let's see. I like this one, Sabrina Pickering. I think the contest is going to expose the criminals that have been stealing contests. Of course, definitely. And I think that's why, part of me sometimes doesn't think that there will be a contest, but I do on half of my feeling, I do feel it will, for that very reason, because then they can really prove, they can kind of rehash things and prove a lot of have to be careful, fraud, we'll say that for sure. Exactly. It's all a movie. Those that don't awaken may not be human. I don't know. I think that there's a lot of people that, I mean, they are human. They're just not open-minded, and hopefully in time they become open-minded. But there's a whole lot of personalities out there that they're just a wall to certain things. So it's not that they're not human. I'm sure there's a lot of those too, of course. But there's also a lot of humans that just aren't open-minded and don't go outside of their little bubble of mentality, So that's a lot of it too. Because, yeah, we know there's NPCs. We know that there's reptilians. We know that that's all real, and it's very scary, but they do walk among us. Aliens that look like human, that are aliens, they're also here and walking among us. But, yeah, it's all good, though. We're all a big variety pack out there. But we need to stay in our frequency of love. We don't want to push. If someone's not open to seeing what we see and it's so obvious about the Biden stuff and all of that, just let it be. Let them be. If that's where they're happy, just let them be, and send them with love and light for sure. Peggy Randolph. Yes, we are. I heard that last night. It is an actual strawberry full moon. Capricorn 6/24/24. I don't know. Is that when the other moon is coming? I have to read up on that. But I know that we have it on the 21st this week. So, yeah, definitely. Let me look into the other moon that's coming after this one. I'm taking it one step at a time because it's powerful. Capricorn energy is very powerful. And also, so Capricorn's about also climbing they always want to climb and do their best, right? They're always pushing forward, working. So think about what you're doing as your career. Think about where you want to be maybe a year, 2 years from now. Start setting your intentions for your career and your aspirations for, your life, what you do every day. Capricorns always are working, focused. What are you focusing on? But let's see what else comes through here. I love this. This is fun, you guys. Care. Personal questions, you guys can save those for one-on-one personal readings because it's confidential. You never know what's going to come through. Now, I do want to show you on Friday night, you guys you can call in and ask one question. So on Friday night, let me show you guys this. I will be live with Janine Steffens. She'll be hosting, but I'll be live with her. We will take calls. You can call in with one question. So if it is personal, that's fine. But just make sure it's one question. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's like an old radio podcast of, how people used to call in and talk about whatever's going on. So I think it's going to be a blast. So I hope you guys can join us this Friday. And that, if it does really well, then we'll continue to do those live readings. It'll be your chance to really ask something, and I can hear your voice and the vibration of your voice and your energy. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. And then today, I need to what time is it? Yeah, I got to wrap this up pretty soon because today, and I'm going to remind you guys, if you are in the local area, let's see, if you're in the local area of South Florida, you can definitely stop by and I can meet you and we can pull cards in person. So I'm actually doing one of these today. It's at 12 o'clock actually. So I will be doing that for one special person that's passing through South Florida before they go to Miami. So yeah, this is awesome. And I'm very excited because there's going to be so many opportunities that are coming, not only just this Opal Grand, but I am going to be traveling through the country at certain resorts, and I will be doing the meet and greet. The next meet and greet I'm already in talks with the arranger, but the next one will probably be in Branson, Missouri. So that is somewhere that I have been before, and I lived there for a very short time. But I will be doing something there at a resort in Branson coming up as well. So certain areas. Now, that's not anytime soon. It might be later in the summer or closer to fall for Branson, but that's coming. And then there's going to be other locations as well. Tennessee is on the list. So I'll be making my rounds. We're going to do the East Coast and go Midwest and then to the West and back. I will always come back to Florida though. But for now, if you guys want an in-person reading, this is where I'll be at Delray Beach, Opal Grand Resort. Very exciting for that. Oh yeah, and Texas. Texas is also one that's in talks for an art gallery. Shout out to Kiki out there. I'll actually be talking to her today, but I will be also going. It's Dallas, the Dallas area, so that'll be fun. I see New Orleans in the chat. I would love to go to New Orleans, especially that beautiful jazz music. How fun would that be to have a meet and greet out there? Yes, great recommendation there, Mary Jean. That would be awesome. And I am keeping it in the U.S., of course, you know. But it's all fun. I don't even have a passport, so I'm not leaving the country. Not anytime soon. But, yep, this will be fun. Dallas in September, Connie, that would be fun. It's a good time of year to go out there. I will talk to her today and put some feelers in there and see what month is the best. But it will be announced whenever I have it all set up and everything. But anyway, guys, I think this is a wrap. I want to thank you all for being here and spending your mornings, taking the time out to just hang out with me and pull cards. Thank you. That's really sweet. And for those of you that don't know how to find me for a personal reading or for these beautiful tarot cards I just designed and launched, go to arcanashores.net. That's where you can find me for personal readings, birth charts. I had a great time yesterday with Lori. Shout out to you with your birth chart. Amazing. Wow, she had a lot of great placements. So I do that as well. And human quantum design and the personal readings. So it's all right there on my website. The lowest is for $50 for 4 questions, and I make you a customized video. The one-on-ones are still available as well for all angel numbers at $144. So it's all there on my website, but I want to thank you all for your support. You guys always support me. And that's why I keep this going, because this is my life. This is my, I would say it's my passion and career. My career is my passion. So thank you all for your support. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. You guys take care and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.